Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Well, nothing as exciting as that.
I don't know if I would
The butt
classify
dasher,
that.
the smelly man at the
Yeah,
freaking
dude.
gym.
The butt dasher.
The Butt Dasher and the BO Bandit.
The BO Bandit.
The BO Bandit and the Ash Dasher.
His name's George.
Oh, the Ash Dasher. That was right.
The
name's
butt
George.
spreader.
What have I been up to? Oh, I got the beta for FIFA 18. That was pretty cool. Got in the
FIFA
private beta for that. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Let me ask you a question.
What?
This brings something up. I
does
have
it
been
bring up?
hearing a lot of really good things about Madden 18. Like a lot of really good things about Madden 18.
Madden is like rolling the dice for me.
Hold on, this year apparently it's not. This year they have got a story mode that's apparently really good that like games outlets are talking about in a positive light. It's been forever since they even talked about Madden, but they're saying that the story mode is actually great. There's great acting, great motion capture, like it's engaging and a cool story. But then on top of that, they just moved over to the Frostbite engine, which is what FIFA moved over to like 2 years ago, and people are saying that like 2 years ago FIFA made a big jump because of that move to Frostbite, and so they're saying that Madden for the first time has had like a huge visual overhaul enough to like notice. Like every year you can just expect like a small iterative update and a roster tweak and like a couple gameplay tweaks, but this year apparently it's worth it.
I would say when Frostbite first came out for FIFA, it was okay, but it was really clunky in some ways. So it was like clunky in a way. But as it got better, what I would say is that don't get your hopes up for this year. I'll prepare more for next year.
And that's exactly what I've been seeing with the reviews. They said when FIFA switched over to Frostbite, it was a rocky start. And then they said when Madden's doing it this year, like they're still having some of those weird moments where like after a play, players are like kind of running into each other or whatever, and it's awkward. But so I'm excited about it. I pre-ordered it, pre-downloaded it, but I thought it came out yesterday, and so I stayed up till midnight, and I was really pumped. And then it turns out it fucking doesn't come out till Friday. Like, why are games releasing on Friday now? Like, this is a totally new thing. I don't know.
No, but I got into the beta for FIFA 18. It was pretty cool. Other than that, just hanging out, watching movies and stuff.
Nice.
Did you guys hear that Sony is going to announce something?
They already
you see
did.
that hint? What
It was a
it?
Gran Turismo bundle
Oh,
for
fuck
PlayStation.
that.
Did you guys hear Disney?
What?
Yes, I know. It was
Did you
dumb.
hear about Disney? They're canceling like their like actual like they're making their own. They're not really canceling.
Yeah, we
They're
talked about
making-
this on the show.
okay, you did?
Yep.
Okay.
And I think the unanimous decision was that's just another thing we have to pay for, and that's kind of a bummer. But yeah.
For like ESPN and all that.
Yeah. Which is
private
it's
service.
interesting. Yeah. It's an interesting move for
You guys
sure.
talked about that in the last podcast?
We did.
Darn. That's
I'm
when
sorry,
I had
man.
no voice and I was coughing my head off.
Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. I mean, buddy who's Blev.
Buddy
You
who's
understand.
Buddy Blev.
Buddy Buds, what have you been up to?
I've been playing the new Sonic game.
Oh,
Did
you
buy
got
that
it?
one?
No, I haven't gotten that yet.
Yeah, it's really hard.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's brutal.
Yeah, I think it's
Switch?
fair,
Switch, obviously.
just unforgiving.
Yeah.
If you make a mistake, you're gonna die.
Yeah. Is it it's old school graphics, right? Like it's the same graphics from like the original Sonics and stuff?
Well, it's a little bit better graphics, but same gameplay. So it's all 2D. They brought back a lot of the old zones from the old like Genesis games and stuff.
Yeah.
But they also brought in some new things too, and that's what people are praising are like all the new features, both in like the old returning zones and the new zones that they made up. The bosses are all really fun too. Some of them are pretty hard. I don't want to say too much more, otherwise I give things away. But yeah, if you're listening and you have a Switch, you should, or a PlayStation, come out on PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. I think you should definitely pick it up.
It did. It seems really appropriate to play it on the Switch. Like it seems like Sega Genesis. Like it makes sense to play a game like that handheld. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got a co-op mode too, so that'd be a good thing to play on the go if you have two controllers automatically with the Switch.
Nice. And Steven, welcome to the show. I did want to ask you a couple of questions. This is actually a nice follow-up to our last show. So we talked about the Dota and a little bit about competitive gaming in general, and it turns out that you just came back from quite a topical trip. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, so I was in Seattle, Washington for the International 2017, which is the annual Dota 2 Championships. Sorry, I'm done with the British.
By all means, you're fine.
It's too hard to do whenever there's not a cute girl that I'm trying to impress. So
Tipped up.
it's all for the morning. It was a week-long event. There were 4 days of like midweek stuff that led up to the finals days. So on the final 2 days, there was the I forget exactly what the ordering of the finals was, but yeah.
The
So
semifinals and the final on the West.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So what is like the fan experience like when you go to one of these things? Like, kind of walk us through like what a day looked like for you at one of these tournaments.
Okay, so I would. So the venue was Key Arena, which is like one of Seattle's largest, probably the largest stadium. I'm not really sure.
Supersonics used to play. Oh, Supersonics
Yeah.
are a great team.
Yeah.
Just a cool brand. Sorry, go ahead.
No, let's go. So I would just kind of like show up and like so they would send you out your ticket in the form of like a badge thing. And so
Comic-Con-esque.
Yeah, very much like a con or something. And so then you just like you empty your bags and whatever, and just like just go through security. Very simple, and then like you tap your badge up to like the scanner thing. It signs you in, and whenever you do that, then something neat that they do is like if you have that linked to your Steam account, which is how you would play Dota, then you can like as the games happen and stuff happens inside of the game. Your account is linked to like stuff that happens. So like whenever First Blood happens or like a team like wins a game.
What is First Blood?
First Blood is like the first kill of the game.
Okay.
So there's like a very, very small bonus attributed with that. But it's exciting to see for the viewers.
Yeah. Okay.
And so whenever it happens, like if you were in the arena at the time of it happening for a game, there was like 50 people every time a First Blood happened that would just randomly get a cool thing in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that's pretty cool. So anyway, so you would sign in, and then you just kind of like walk around. Like you could see all of the caster desks and like all of the analyst panels, just like walking around. And they had the English panel set up in one section, the Chinese and the Russian panels in other sections because those are also very very large communities for Dota. And then inside of like the actual like the big stadium area, that's where the games take place. And so in the very middle of the stadium, they would have there's like a big platform that has like an overlay of the map, of like the in-game map. And so as big event things happen inside of the game, the map would do all kinds of crazy stuff. Like it would light up, similar to like how the user abilities went. And then above that is like a big jumbotron that's displaying like the game itself.
Did you guys get to see like the lineups come out?
Yeah. So they would.
So how was that? Was it like more of like NFL or like NBA come out?
UFC fighter walking in.
It felt very much like I imagine, like the NBA stuff would happen. Like the teams would come out and like they would
start against guard.
Yeah, pretty much. Like as they come out, they would be like announcing like, and here's Puppy, captain of Team Secret, and like people would go fucking crazy for that guy. There were definitely fan favorites, and you could hear that in the applause.
Do they all have like theme songs that they get to come out to?
They do not have theme songs.
Step by step.
But no joke,
That'd
guys.
be buddies or that'd be yours.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to watch clips of the actual production of what it looks like in there, not just the games itself,
God.
it is fantastic.
How did that translate to you watching it?
So I don't know what so he was talking about the stage would have graphics and stuff, but we actually at home would see like 3D versions of the characters that were being picked, and then we would, of course, when they're like drafting their players. So there's two giant booths that face each other that are soundproof, and that's where they go inside, and that's where the 5 computers are set up, and then they face each other. And then on the screen above is the screen that everybody gets to see. We watch the game straight up from a screen. But while they're doing that, they'll have a camera going around. You can watch them pick, and then when they pick something like let's say they pick a dragon character, you'll see in the center stage a big giant dragon appear. That's part of the graphics that we see at home. I'm sure they see something very similar. It's fantastic. I mean, they have analysts, they have data, they have people doing replay analysis. Very similar to like ESPN. It's
crazy.
Very, very well done. And every year it gets better and better and better. It is so fantastic. My roommate and I almost got tickets, but we dropped out. Next year we are planning on going though, because it just gets better and better. It's just phenomenal. So
I want to go to a
pretty
COD
jealous that
event.
he got to go. Comic-Con was the
COD,
best.
like COD or something.
Oh, COD.
Like an
well, they just had
MLG game
They
or something
just
like that
had
for
their
Rainbow
World
Six.
Championships, I think.
They last year they had Counter-Strike at the Shot.
Did you hear about the study that when you play first person shooters, it shrinks your brain?
Yeah,
Did you hear about that?
but if you make $1 million, I'll shrink my fucking brain. I don't give a shit.
Bring it on.
No, like it lowers your ability to remember things too.
Again,
Really?
I can remember my bank account number with $1 million. In it.
Go ahead and say it.
What's your account? What's your routing?
So
That's
super
awesome.
cool, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for providing that. So, is this your first time going?
No, I've been there 3 times. So
Oh,
far.
damn.
Yeah, I went to TI4, TI5, and then this one was TI7.
How good are you at Dota?
So there's in game there's like a number that you get, and it's called your matchmaking rating, and it goes.
The only person here that's going to be able to judge this is
This
Wyatt.
guy, this guy right here. Wyatt's going to
I
judge
am
the shit out of
roughly 2,700 MMR.
That's what we were at.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The highest I've been was 3,200, and then the game kind of shifted a lot about 2 years ago, and now I'm nowhere near that.
You don't get a chance
But
to
I don't
play
play
as
ranked
much as you
anymore.
did before?
No,
or
I
you're
play
just-
a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't play ranked anymore. We
Okay.
just stick around as unranked. We don't care.
Yeah, I only play with a particular group of friends,
Yeah.
and I don't play seriously when I play with them because I just don't care. So that's why I lose a lot.
What would I be like in 2 weeks? What would what would 2 weeks get
You
me?
wouldn't even
You
scratch
wouldn't
the
even
surface.
close.
It's just
Negative
this takes
10.
months to learn. It takes months to be competent. My brother's still learning, and he's been playing for about 4 or 5 months now. He's still learning.
Dude, it would take us years to
Years.
be good.
Like, see, it's almost
takes
like
a
this.
long
Like
time.
I'm just staring up at a learning curve now, and it's like it sounds fun. I want to get in on it, but like,
But if you have a group of people, for example, I played by myself, and then I brought my friend Anthony on board, and then him and I played together, and then we've just been bringing people on board.
I kind of want to do
Hasn't
that.
been
I want to do
playing
this
with
with Paragon because I've heard good things about
the
Paragon.
game that you sent
and
me,
I
buddy.
tried to get you on it too because you play your PlayStation 4 so often that you would do it.
I played exactly once.
He watches
But
a lot of
I mean,
movies,
I've heard it's a really fun game, and I just I think it would be great if we had the chance as 3 beginners to go into Paragon and play it, and we'd be real shitty, but
no.
hopefully.
There are 5 of us, right?
No, this is what... If
Do you
we're-
want to play Paragon?
I would totally play Paragon. I played
Fuck
a little
yeah.
bit.
No.
A little bit before.
The game that
He doesn't want to buy a
we
PS4.
should buy... No, I'm not buying any other system. But the game that we should buy either on PC or on a console should be PlayerUnknown.
Oh, I'm getting. It's only on
Oh, I
Xbox,
have that game.
so I'm definitely getting that. shit.
game, I fucking love and hate that game. First of all, that game's gonna be a revolutionary game. It is absolutely fantastic, unbelievably amazing game, and it's still kind of
game is
getting
it?
scratching the
Tell-
surface.
for
Player
those-
Unknown
For the
Battlegrounds.
viewers
Oh,
at
the one where
home,
they
Oh,
might
so
not
for
know.
Buddy,
all over Twitter.
swimming. or
So for
whatever.
Buddy, the point of the game is there's a giant map, and 100 people play, and you land, and it's just battle royale. Last
just gotta
person
find each
standing
other?
wins.
That
Now you
sounds-
can.
That's like Hunger Games, the game.
It's exactly what it is. And so the map slowly, randomly gets smaller every 3 minutes. Okay, so it forces people to have to move. They can't just hide in a room or something. I mean, they can, but as long as they're within that circle, that slowly gets smaller. You can play duos. You can play squads. So squads are 3s or 4s.
That's sick.
I am horrific at this fucking game, but I cannot
played
get
it?
enough. I play it all the time. I'm terrible at
You
this
have it?
game. The cool thing about this game is that it is so popular that so many pros are playing this in their free time. So there's Dota professionals that will wait for 45 minutes for a game to load because they're so fucking good that there's only 10 people they can play with. That takes 45 minutes for them to wait in a game to play a game. Counter-Strike players will play 8 hours of Counter-Strike on Twitch and then play 2 hours of PlayerUnknown. Same goes for StarCraft.
Is it out already?
Oh yeah, it's been out for a
PC,
while.
it's been out for a while, but they just announced that it's coming out for Xbox
yeah.
One,
And-
but only, or it's a timed
It's
exclusive.
fantastic.
Probably.
If I
Buy a Xbox.
I will get it on my Xbox, and I will play anytime. I
Awesome.
swear to God, I love this game so much. But I just a heads up.
Did you bring it with you?
I am lucky to get 2
Well,
kills.
I mean, by the way that you described it, do you play as a team?
I play with my roommate every once in a while. I
and you
don't. I
just
think he gets
stick
frustrated.
together as long as you can.
I
and then-
watch him until I die, and then he goes off and does his own thing.
Gotcha.
Because I just die so fast. I'm just not good. I'm getting better, but I'm just not that great. I've made it to 10 is the best I've done, but I've never
that
won
mean?
my chicken dinner. So the 10 left, the 10th person left alive.
Is some of the
myself.
strategy just hiding for some people? I mean,
If
or
you're, yeah, you can, but so the circle gets smaller, so you can't sit there the whole game.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could technically hide, but that's really not fun. I don't really care if I win. I just want to feel accomplished. Like, hey, I killed 6 people.
do you sit there and watch the rest of the match, no choice, or how does
If
that
you're in a
work?
squad or duos, you can spectate your other buddy, but once you die, you basically exit.
It's just
You
like
can leave.
COD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're done.
That's
but
awesome.
you get 1 life. You don't have a lot of health. And,
That's awesome.
It's absolutely fantastic game. game. Fantastic game. And
yeah,
when the modding
totally
gets
play it.
in, it's going to be even better.
Awesome. And then follow up real quick from this meeting, guys. Let's talk about Paragon offline because damn it.